opened up the door and thought, oh my gosh, what is going on for Mary Ann? Or we were here so early, like maybe something was going on with Newell's. I wasn't sure. And then I saw my daughter, Grace, and I thought, oh no, this is for me. And I didn't even know what it was for, but I knew that it was overwhelming. And then, of course, I start crying because something good is going to happen, is all I knew.
They are so loved. The Whitakers are so loved. We love Robin. She's one of the best friends you could have. Those kids are such a blessing. And we're a family at Argenta-Oreana, and they've had a rough year. They lost Todd in May, and we've just rallied around them, and we try to bless them any way that we can. And this is just one way that, we can help her out a little bit and make things just a tiny bit easier for her.
Your emotions really grab you when you see that person come through and you know what's going to happen to them, and you know that they need somebody, not necessarily to give them a hand out, but somebody to give them a helping hand is the way I look at it, and just something positive in their life that might help them get back and forth to work, maybe get the kids to practice and sporting or events and stuff like that. It just makes a big impact on somebody's life, and it emotionally it is really gets you, really grabs your insides. So it's all good though.
Overwhelming is the word, but it's not the kind of overwhelming where you're trying to pay bills or trying to figure out how to get your kids everywhere and it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming because it's love. Love is smothering you when you are overwhelmed by it. But it's the best smothering ever. I know people know what it feels like to be overwhelmed for bad things, but when it's overwhelmed by something good, and you can never say thank you enough. So I don't know, just overwhelming.
The fact that they've done this is what Christmas is about, giving and trying to make the way easier for others. Any of us could be in her situation in a second, in a heartbeat, and so you do everything you can for those that you love, and it's wonderful to see that she won this. There's no one that deserves this more than Robin and her children.
She touched us as a person that could really benefit from this, and I had several people call me after the name was announced that said, you've given this to the right person, and that made us really feel good about it. But they're in our prayers, and we'll just do what we can do. I wish I had 10 of these cars to give away.
It was like, how can there be more? How can there be more that my family and that my friends can do for us? Because it seems like it should be ending. Like it seems like, okay, we're getting used to this idea of being a family of 5, but instead it's still people taking care of us and people still wanting to make sure that we're okay. And just the love that you feel from people. You can never say thank you enough. There's not enough of paper for a thank you card. There's not enough times to thank you. There's not enough hugs. I'm a big hugger. You can't hug people enough. You can't say thank you enough. It's overwhelming. I know I keep using that word, and maybe I need to know the definition of it, but it's so overwhelming.